Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Brick Productions, and guys, today is part 8 of building Mimban. Now I do want to apologize because there was a slight delay on these episodes, and there's really no excuse for it. I was just plain out lazy, I didn't really build, and I'm really just generally starting to get burnt out on this mock. And I'm not really, I wouldn't say I'm not having fun building it. I am having fun building it, it's just I'm really getting tired of building the same thing over and over again because it's really starting to get repetitive, especially with the terrain. It's basically the same stuff over and over and over again, and I'm just kind of getting tired of building the general terrain. But I am going to have a time lapse in this video for you guys. So and I did add in some new stuff, obviously, because we are on part 8 now of building Mimban. So. Yeah, but anyways, guys, I think you guys are going to like this video, again, because of time-lapse. I haven't done a time-lapse for a while, but there's really not a whole lot added in, but I officially have 2 more gray base plates now 100% complete, and we just need 1 more base plate left. So let's go ahead and get on to the time-lapse, and then after that, we'll get on to the newest additions. Alright guys, so here's the newest additions to the mock. I added in some more terrain, as you can see there. I did time-lapse that side right there. Didn't time-lapse this side, because honestly I just forgot to, but no, but really, I didn't time-lapse it because, I mean, like I said, I forgot to, but there was really no need, and it just didn't really have to be time-lapse because I don't have any more reddish-brown slopes to fully complete this terrain, so I'm definitely going to make a bricklink order for this side and for the next part that's going to be right here. But I did finish the slopes here on this base plate for the airfield, so I think that's looking really cool. I got really close, especially at the very end, because I almost completely ran out of slopes. I'm actually surprised because I didn't think it was going to take up this many slopes, but yeah, I mean, I got it done, I got it finished. I think it turned out really nice. There's a couple things that, like I pointed out in the last part, that did slack off at some points just because due to the fact that I was running out of slopes, and I couldn't really go crazy with it being like super detailed and nice with these slopes. But I think the fact that I didn't really have that many slopes, I think I pulled it off fairly nice. And then of course I finished off some of the airfield bits here, and then some of the terrain, and making that nice terrain tile transition here at the end. So now this base plate is completely done 100%, and same thing goes for this base plate here. This one's been unfinished for a very long time now, but I was able to get in this whole entire square patch But there is differences in this terrain, really on this complete side altogether than compared to the original version. Basically, for the most part, it looks basically the same. But here, I started using wedges. I started using more wedges, as you can see here. I started using more of those panel plates with kind of the smooth surface of it, and I think it really looks cool. I think it kind of gives it a different look, and I think it kind of gives off more of a muddy feeling to it. Looks very, very muddy on this side. And then, of course, I did use some more wedges and such on this side. But yeah, so I did, like I said earlier, I did run out of slopes, so I still need to add in some slopes here. It does look very bland and basic right now without those slopes. As you can see, the difference over here with all the slopes just looks really nice. It again, it kind of gives it a muddy, feel and texture really with all these slopes. Kind of makes it look like a wet surface and kind of slippery. And here it looks more of like a just rough, rocky terrain. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a step back and we can see the entirety of the mock so far. Yeah, guys, this is looking really, really awesome. We are getting close. We're at the end game now, where it's just one base plate left to go, and it's really not going to be much added in here. It's basically just going to be terrain, but I was going to put something in this back corner on this side, and I don't really know what I want to do. Originally, it was going to be a ancient temple, but in order for me to do that, I ran out of slopes, and so I have to make a bricklink order for more slopes. I don't know if I want to really do that for all those slopes, but I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do, and also the ancient temple of my plans. I think it's going to look really out of place on the mock, actually, because it's actually going to be a pretty big structure in height, at least. And this mock, for the most part, is flat, and I don't want something to come off of the ground too high, because I think it just looked really weird. I think it'd take away from the mock itself. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have this as a subscriber choice, and you guys can pick whatever you want to do. And I think I came up with three conclusions, really, on what can go back here in this back corner, and kind of need your guys' help with making the decision. But I'm going to let you guys make the decision here. So what I'm going to do is the first option is in this back corner. I was going to have an Imperial artillery base, kind of like a big artillery team with the artillery cannons and stuff like that, all set up, maybe 3 cannons. That was kind of the plan. It was going to be kind of like another trench, but not fully. It's not going to be like this. I was also thinking of just simply having this more of a shrubbery tree line area to kind of give Mimban more of the ecosystem, I guess, where it was kind of untouched by the war, and you can kind of see what Mimban looked like before the war kind of broke out. And then I was also planning on doing the same thing with the tree line, but also adding in some sort of like house, like a structure house that's like all crumbled apart by war. Kind of similar, if you play the game Battlefield 1, you'll see like these random structured houses like on these war-torn maps, and that was basically what I was gonna I was gonna base it off of. So those are the 3 things. If you guys can come up with a conclusion for me on that one. I don't really know. I'm kind of leaning more towards the house, because I think it kind of gives a different aspect of the war-torn mock, and I think it's also going to have some of the shrubbery and stuff, and so it's kind of look like what happened before this big battle, but not fully. It's still gonna still look war-torn, but that's what I'm kind of leaning towards the most. But I'm gonna let you guys pick, and then also the artillery base would be pretty cool. But yeah, and actually, what's going to be here surrounding, well, if it's not an artillery base, if it's just either just a shrubbery tree line, or if it's going to be the abandoned house, what's going to happen is there's going to be a big dark tan patch, like these, but a mega patch that's coming around, and the plants are going to be on top of that instead of it being reddish brown, because I think it's going to look different. I was going to do like dark green or something, but I don't really know what the original Mimban looked like before the war. And I think dark green or something would look really out of place here on the mock. ATDTs, I gotta make bricklink orders for the parts that are needed. I will have them in the next part. About the next part of terms of it releasing, I have no clue. It's really just gonna have to depend on when the bricklink orders come in and how fast I can build it. But we got one more base plate. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not done, but we are at the end game. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna quickly kind of show off the new additions, entirety of the entire mock. This is looking really, really cool. I know my buddy Emmett Parzival, he pointed out that the hangar / warehouse is it looks really out of place on the mock. I get where he's coming from. I like it. I don't know what you guys think on that warehouse. But I get where he's coming from, because the entire mock is flat, and then I have this structure here. And that's the whole reason why I wanted to do a structure of some sort, because I don't want this mock too flat, because, you know, really flat mocks are just kind of get boring and repetitive. Anyways, that's the newest additions. I know it probably wasn't that awesome, but next part will be, it may possibly be the coolest part, because it's just one entire base plate. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for part 9, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Brick Productions, signing off.